Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Amanda, and today we're doing anti-Valentines. I messed that up so bad. Rewind. Today we're doing anti-Valentine's Day makeup look. Let's freaking go. So my last tutorial was a Valentine's Day look, and today I wanted to video over all my single peeps out there. I spent a lot of Valentine's days. Why is that so hard for me to say? I spent a lot of Valentine's days by myself, solo dolo, so I wanted to do something dark, deep, a ton of makeup, glitter, black lips, everything, because I feel like guys are always like, oh, makeup is deceiving. Oh, why do you wear so much makeup? Well, guess what? This is anti-Valentine's Day, and if I want to wear 30 million products on my face, then I will. I feel like we're in a culture now where your relationship status can define you. So I just want to say today, don't let your relationship status define you. It doesn't define you. Whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, you're awesome, you're unique, and you're special. And whether you're in a relationship or not, it doesn't define who you are as a person or if you're a failure or not. I think it's so amazing that we live in a generation where women are bosses and so empowered and so successful. So if you're that woman, embrace it. If you are in a relationship, embrace it. Embrace who you are. Fall in love with yourself. I want you guys to make a promise to me right now that you're gonna do something for yourself on Valentine's Day, whether you're in a relationship or not, because either way, you're awesome. So I hope you guys enjoy this fun little tutorial. You can switch anything up that you want. If you don't want a black lip, you could do a nude lip and it'd be more of a glam. You could even do a nude lip and wear it for Valentine's Day. Whatever's your cup of tea, drink it, boo-boo. So without further ado, let's get into the makeup. I'm gonna start by priming my skin. I'm gonna use the Smashbox primer water just to spray all over my face, and I apply this first so that way my foundation lasts a lot longer. So for my foundation today, I'm gonna use an oldie but a goodie. This used to be one of my favorite foundations of all time, and I pulled it back out. It's the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. This is a light to medium coverage foundation that makes your skin look really glowy and really fresh and healthy. And my skin's actually been pretty dry. I don't know if it's just because the weather's been colder here, but it's been a lot drier. So today I'm gonna use this, and I'm just going to apply it with my beauty blender. So to prime my eyelids, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Eye Base. This is in the shade Cotton. I believe this is their lightest one. I've not used it before, but I've heard great things. Just gonna blend it out with a synthetic brush. Before we get into the eyeshadow, I'm going to use my handy dandy Scotch tape. I'm going to apply this at an angle so that way when I take it off, I'm gonna have a clean, sharp edge for my eyeshadow. For my eyeshadow today, I'm gonna be using the Dose of Colors Hidden Treasures palette. I'm gonna be using the matte shades today, and I'm gonna start with the color Map, which is this one right here. It's a matte taupe brown. This is gonna be our transition color. So I'm gonna apply this back and forth in the crease. Next, I'm taking the shade Key, which is a matte chocolate brown. I'm applying this with a crease brush that is denser, starting on the outer V of the eye and then bringing it inwards. Now I'm gonna go in with Onyx, which is the matte black. I'm gonna start with kind of a big pencil brush. It's a lot bigger than a normal pencil brush. It's like really fat and chubby. I'm gonna precisely place the black, and then I'm gonna go in with another brush to buff it out. I'll keep adding the black until I get the intensity that I want. Just make sure when you're working with black, you go slowly when building it up, because it's always easier to add more black, but it's so hard to take away black. I'm just gonna go back with my crease brush to buff the lines and blend the black and brown together a little bit more. So now I'm gonna go in with glitter. I'm taking this eye candy glitter in the shade Baby It's Cold Outside. It's a silver, but it has like little reflex of like a few different colors. It kind of is like your classic reflex silver. All I've done is open the glitter, and I already have glitter everywhere. It's the only bad part about working with glitter is that you find it on your hands, in your hair, on your clothes months after you've used it. Since I'm adding winged liner, I'm not gonna go all the way to the lash line because it's just gonna get covered up with eyeliner anyways. So I'm just gonna apply it all over the lid, but staying off of the lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the tape. I'm gonna take a clean piece of tape just to remove any excess glitter. Now I'm gonna wing out my eyeliner. I'm gonna use the Maybelline gel liner, and then once we wing out the liner, we'll go back and touch up the glitter and anything that needs like precision and detail on the eyes. But I'm gonna use this little angled brush and wing it out. I'm gonna go in with a felt tip eyeliner to touch anything up and fix any mistakes. I'm going back to this dome brush to touch up the black in the crease. So now I'm gonna curl my lashes, add mascara, and then add false lashes. The lashes I'm using today are Dragon Lee from New Bonsum. These are so fluffy and so magical and so extreme, and I want like super dramatic today. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown. I always start by spooling out my eyebrows. I like to spoolie my brows as I blend as well, just because that helps to blend the product as you go. So now I'm just gonna take this beige eyeshadow. You can use any beige that you want, just to highlight the brow bone. Now we're gonna conceal and contour. I'm gonna be using concealers to highlight and cream contour today, both from NARS. So I'm gonna start by highlighting in a triangle underneath of the eye, going right down by the nose and bringing it upwards. I'm also gonna go down the center of the nose, center of the face, right on my chin, and around my nose right here. I'm gonna blend my concealer out with my Beauty Blender. Why do we open our mouths? Or am I the only one that opens my mouth when I blend like under my eyes? I don't know why I do that. It just feels so right, you know? To contour, I'm taking the shade Dark Coffee in the Radiant Creamy Concealer. For a light cream contour, I'm gonna go right there, and this is gonna look really dark, but once I blend it, it'll look a lot better. I'm taking this angled brush from IT Cosmetics to blend it out. There's some foundation left on the Beauty Blender, so if you take it and just pounce it, it blends the contour even more. I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder to bake and set all of my concealer, but first I'm gonna go back with my Beauty Blender and just pat underneath of the eyes to make sure if it creased at all, I blend it out first, because if you have creases in your concealer and then you set it, the creases are gonna stay. And I'm also gonna set right below the contour. So just like I bake and set my concealer, I'm also going to set that cream contour. I'm gonna use the Benefit Hoola Bronzer and just lightly dust right over everywhere I placed the cream contour. Since we have glitter on the eyes, I want more of a matte, natural cheek color. So I'm gonna take Prism from MAC and apply this right over the contour. I'm also gonna bring some on the top of my nose and right on the sides of my nose. It gives kind of that like sunburnt look, if that makes sense. Now I'm gonna work on the lower lash line. I'm gonna apply a black eyeliner pencil to the waterline and bring it down a little bit, and then we're gonna smoke out the lower lash line with some dark shadow. So I'm taking a powder brush, holding down my lash line just so the heat from my fingertips doesn't mess up my concealer. I'm gonna start with the matte dark brown and apply it with a pencil brush right on the lash line. Then I'm gonna take a crease brush and start bringing the brown lower. Now I'm taking the black on a flat definer brush and I'm gonna apply it to the lash line and drag it down. You can even take some of the black on a pencil brush to drag the black down even further. I'm gonna highlight the inner corners of my eyes with a matte beige highlight. I'm gonna add faux freckles to this look. You don't have to do this step, but I love the way freckles look. And since this is anti-Valentine's Day and I don't care what anyone thinks, I'm gonna do faux freckles. I'm just using my Brow Wiz and I'm going to apply them in all different shapes and sizes, mainly around my nose area. I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender and dab it lightly, and it makes it look a little bit more skin-like. For my cheekbone highlight, I'm gonna use the new Dior Nude Luminizer. Last year they launched their glowing nude highlight and it was in the same packaging and it looks very similar, and I use it all the time. It's one of my favorite highlighters, but it was limited edition, and I believe this one is a dupe. When it came out last year, I saw it at Sephora, grabbed it, didn't regret it at all. It's totally worth the price. So I bought the one last year. This one was sent to me, but I would still buy it if not, because it's amazing. Like, can you see that? And it's just so pretty, I don't even want to swatch it. I'm gonna focus most of the highlight just right here and then bring the excess upwards. Put a little bit on the tip of my nose. To finish the eyes, I'm just gonna coat my lower lashes with mascara. To finish the face, I'm taking my Tatcha Luminous Skin Mist. I'm gonna spray it all over just to normalize. It takes all of the cakiness away and makes everything look more dewy. To complete the look, I'm going with black liquid lipstick. I want it as dark as my soul. When guys say, I prefer less makeup, then wear less makeup. What does that have to do with me? Never let anyone make you feel bad about how much or how little makeup you wanna wear, because it's your face, so do what makes you happy. So here's the final look. I hope you guys love it. It was so much fun filming this. A lot of things did go wrong behind the scenes as I was filming this. I kind of got glitter everywhere and I kind of messed up the black and brown a little bit as I was like touching it up, but that's okay because I'm human, I'm not perfect, I make mistakes, and I'm definitely not perfect at makeup. I'm always learning. So I hope you guys love this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you do, and also to subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't. You guys, this is so insane, but we're so close to 1 million, which blows my mind. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd ever hit 1 million, so thank you guys. I don't know why I just snapped there, that was kind of awkward, but I'm super grateful for you guys and I'm very humbled that you watch my videos and support me. I love you guys so much. Thank you as always for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Happy Valentine's or anti-Valentine's Day.